Hey guys, Carlos Samaniego, tax debt consultant. How are you doing? It's Friday afternoon. It's been a while since I've been live here on um, streaming anything. So wanted to share with you a recent FTB success story. As you know, the Franchise Tax Board is a major would you say, collector of taxes for people that have a tax obligation to the state of California. And I have a huge success story. I wanted to I meant to bring this subject up last week um, and totally forgot to do it. So I wanted to bring it up before I head home for the day and just talk about the success story that I recently had with the Franchise Tax Board. So basically, last week I ended up getting a call early in the week. Had a client that she owed that she had received a notice that she owed the Franchise Tax Board, state of California, over $50,000 in taxes. So she got that notice quite some time ago, and she reached out to the Franchise Tax Board and started working with them. And as many of you guys know, a lot of times when you're working with these government entities, these individuals, sometimes there's miscommunications, kind of confusion what they're asking for. And like she said, it kind of seemed like the person kept on asking for the same things. And they were just going back and forth. And nothing was getting resolved. And eventually what ended up happening is that literally the Franchise Tax Board, while she was talking with them, dealing with them, they just issued a bank levy for over $50,000. It was $50,719 to be specific. So that levy was actually issued and literally took every cent out of their bank account. And she was shocked. She was kind of completely shocked at why that was happening. She thought at least she was working with them that they wouldn't do this. But you know what? These government agencies have a lot of power. And in her situation, they just got fed up. Maybe they didn't get what they wanted, or there was some type of miscommunication, and they just took the money. Well, what do you do in that scenario? And luckily for her, she kind of happened to do some research, went on to YouTube, found me on YouTube, and decided to reach out to me. And as many of you guys know, and I talk about this in a lot of videos, is that the Franchise Tax Board, once they actually put a hold on your money, you've got basically 10 business days to get something resolved, or else they're keeping the money. And I talk about this a lot in my speaking engagements, that you are guilty until proven innocent when it comes to tax debt. And if they take the money, now you're gonna have to prove to them that they shouldn't have taken that money, and now you got to try to get your money, and that could be months down the road. Well, in this situation, she called me. She was already like 6 or 7 days into this process after the money was actually put on hold on her bank account. So I knew I had roughly 3 days to get something resolved. So she did retain our services, and I reached out immediately, literally right after I hung up the phone. I reached out to that client immediately, to the Franchise Tax Board, got a hold of that specific client. And luckily for her, luckily the Franchise Tax Board, I talked to a lot of the individuals there, and I'm not going to say my relationship caused this to get the money back, but a lot of times they know who I am because I call so much, and a lot of times I will get kind of the same type of agent. And I reached out to them and said, hey, what is going on? What do we need to do to resolve this? Because you've literally taken every dollar out of my client's bank account. And we need to get that money back because she's got to pay for her rent. It was literally at the beginning of the month. She's got to pay for rent, utilities, tuition. So there's all kinds of things that has to actually get paid. So we had that discussion, started working with the Franchise Tax Board, started working with my client, got the items that we needed, and figured out what we needed to do to resolve this. Now, normally in this situation, when they actually take that amount of money, it's kind of rare that they actually give all of it back. We usually can get most of it back, but they usually kind of want something. And in her situation, we were able to get back every penny that the Franchise Tax Board took. And we literally did that within 48 hours. Now, my client thinks I'm a miracle worker, which sometimes I am. When you're facing that situation, then money's being taken out of your bank account or out of your check, you're scared. And luckily for her, we were able to take care of this, and we're doing so we're still continuing to work with her to make sure that this issue does not come up again down the road. I am super excited for her and just wanted to share that success story with you guys. Hey, go pick up my book, taxdebtbook.com. Pick up a copy of that. It's a free electronic version if you have not gotten it. And if you guys need assistance, you can always find more information from me at Tax Debt Consultant. And if you're watching this at late night and want to call and make an appointment, feel free. We pick up our phones. The secretary picks up the phone 24 hours a day, and she can actually get you on our calendar. Or you can actually just book your appointment directly on my calendar. Call taxea.com. With that, going to wrap this up. Hope you have a great week, and looking forward to working with you to deal with your franchise tax problem, if that is the case. And we're always here to help. Bye-bye for now.